Hey guys, this is RyGuyGaming here today, back with another episode of RuneScape Classic Quests, I guess is what we're doing now, is just doing the quests. I was originally going to do a progress video, but that didn't really work out because I kind of just kept progressing and not recording. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and do some more quests. So I've done these quests so far in the previous episode. So we are going to go ahead and do two more today, pretty short quests. We are going to do Romeo and Juliet and Witch's Potion. And you'll notice that my client is a little bit different this time. That's because I'm using the RSC Plus client, which is a custom RuneScape Classic client. If you like what you see, I'll leave a link down in the description, and of course I'll leave a link to the open RuneScape Classic project, so if you want to run your own server or play on the live servers with us, you can. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. If I'm not mistaken, Romeo and Juliet was the fourth quest ever released, and it was actually written by a player. His name was Rab, and he was a friend of the programmers, the Gower brothers, and so that's cool that at the time they let one of their friends write a quest, even though he was only a player and didn't really work for them. I believe he was a mod for a while, but he didn't like actually work for the company. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started by talking to Romeo. He says, Juliet, Juliet, wherefore art thou? Kind friend, have you seen Juliet? Her and her father seem to have disappeared. No, but that's girls for you. Not my dear Juliet, she is different. Could you find her for me? Please tell her I long to be with her. Yes, I will tell her how you feel. You are the savior of my heart. Thank you. Yes. Okay, that's nice. Alrighty, so now we have to go find Juliet. And she's really close, which is nice, so you don't have to walk very far. She's just right outside the city here. Alrighty, so here we are at Juliet's house. You can see she's right here, so let's go ahead and talk to her. Juliet, I've come from Romeo. He begs me to tell you he cares still. Please take this message to him. Certainly, I will deliver your message straight away. It may be our only hope. So, there's actually a way you can fail this quest. I'm not going to do it, but if you have Juliet's message here and you drop it, how could you lose the most important message? Please take this message to him and please don't lose it. So, the interesting thing is, if you lose this second message, she actually won't give you another one. And so, you basically can lock yourself out of the quest, and the only way to complete it is that you have to trade another player for a message if they manage to get two from doing the method that I just did. So, in the end, when nobody really could make RuneScape Classic accounts anymore, and I assume a lot of people already have that quest completed, you were probably kinda hosed forever at that point. But let's go ahead and get talking to Romeo. Romeo, I have a message from Juliet, except that I seem to have lost it. Tragic news, her father is opposing our marriage. If her father sees me, he will kill me. I dare not go near his lands. She says Father Lawrence can help us. Please find him for me. Tell him of our plight. So that's honestly one of those things with with quests in this game where you saw that my player said that he lost the message. I don't know if that was originally in the game because it very well could have been. So yeah, I have no idea if telling Romeo you lost the message is legit, even if you have it. If you've already dropped it once, but I don't need that one, so I'm just gonna drop it. But here's Father Lawrence, so let's go ahead and talk to him. Romeo sent me. He says you can help. Ah, Romeo, yes. A fine lad, but a little confused. Juliet must be rescued from her father's control. I know just the thing, a potion to make her appear dead. Then Romeo can collect her from the crypt. Go to the Apothecary, tell him I sent you. You'll need some Kadava potion. Alright, so now we are going to head to the Apothecary, who is also in Varrock here. I believe he has another use besides just for this quest. I think if you bring him some other ingredients, he can make you a certain type of potion later on. I can't remember what type of potion it is. Anyways, here we are at the Apothecary's place. Apothecary, Father Lawrence sent me. I need some Kadava potion to help Romeo and Juliet. Kadava potion, it's pretty nasty and it's hard to make. Wing of rat, tail of frog, ear of snake and horn of dog. I have all that, but I need some Kadava berries. You have to find them while I get the rest ready. Bring them here when you have them, but be careful, they are nasty. Alright. So another thing that's pretty easily found is the Kadava berries. All you have to do is go outside the front gate here. And you do want to be careful if you're a lower level like this character is. You can see I'm only level 12 because there are the traditional dark wizards down here. They're a little lower than they are in newer versions of RuneScape, so you don't have to worry about them too much, because if you just hug the wall, you'll sneak right past them. But you still need to be careful because they won't mage you. They'll just get into melee combat with you, but they can still hit you for, you know, pretty good damage if you're a noob. So over here we have some random berries, and here's our Kadava berries. So before we go and talk to the Apothecary, I'm actually going to go talk to Father Lawrence first, because I want to get some kind of broken looking dialogue out of him. So I will be right back when I get to the church. Yeah, RuneScape Classic, I find it really relaxing, but sometimes it can be a little slow since your character can only ever walk and can't really go any faster. Did you find the Apothecary? Yes, but I must find some berries. Well, take care, they are poisonous to the touch. You will need gloves. Oh, so he must not say the dialogue until we actually give the berries to the Apothecary yet, so forget me, I was wrong. I'm gonna go give these to the Apothecary. Well done, you have the berries. Here's what you need. Alright, so now I'm going to go talk to Father Lawrence so we can get his broken dialogue. Normally, if you just want to do this quest quickly, you just go talk to Juliet. Did you find the Apothecary? Yes, I must find some berries. Well, take care, they are poisonous to the touch. You will need some gloves. I am on my way back to him with the ingredients. Good work, get the potion for Juliet when you have it. Get the potion to Juliet. I will tell Romeo to be ready. So as you can see there, he kind of like branches off. He says what he said before, but then our character randomly tells him that we have to get back with the ingredients. So and so I looked it up because of this client I'm playing in. It's called RuneScape Plus, like I said. People were actually able to record their gameplay sessions, and maybe I'll show you one in a later video, or maybe in this video, I don't know. But basically it just records the incoming and outgoing packets so that it's essentially a perfect recreation of what happened. And you can like interact with the client and stuff. Of course, nothing's replicated to the server because it's just a recording of the packets, so you can't actually send or receive anything. But anyways, I looked it up, and that dialogue string there is authentic to the original game. There was a lot of copy pasting that went on in the original way the quests were written, and so a lot of things got kind of overlooked when it came to stuff like that. And so there's a lot of repeated lines of dialogue, there's a lot of misspellings, and there's a lot of sometimes dialogue trails that don't make sense. But let's talk to Juliet and give her this potion. I have a potion from Father Lawrence. Should make you seem dead. Oh, that went too fast for me. It should make you seem dead and get you away from this place. Wonderful. I just hope Romeo can remember to get me from the crypt. Many thanks, kind friend. Please go to Romeo. Make sure he understands. He can be a bit dense sometimes. So, back to town square it is. Alright, so here's Romeo. Romeo, it's all set. Juliet has the potion. Alright. What potion would that be then? The one to get her to the crypt? Alright. So she's dead then. That's a shame. Thanks for your help anyway. Quest completed. And so, that's one thing that I've always loved about this quest, which makes it probably one of my favorite free-to-play quests, is the way that it ends. Romeo just kind of like, oh, alright, it's chill. I don't know. I find it pretty amusing the way he just kind of gives up there. Poor Juliet, although she's still sitting in her house. I think in the later RuneScapes they actually added a cutscene where he would go in and look at Juliet and think she's dead. But in RuneScape 2, sometime after Old School, so Old School still has Romeo and Juliet, but in like 2008 to 2012, somewhere in there, they actually removed Romeo and Juliet and replaced it with another quest that I did, but I don't remember, so it must have been lame. It's called like Gunner's Ground or something, and it's really unfortunate that they removed this quest, because like I said, I think it's the 4th quest that was ever added to the game, so that's really unfortunate that they would remove a staple like that. I don't know if it's because they felt it didn't match the rest of the quests in the game, or if it's just because they felt like, I don't know, they didn't want to give free players an extra quest without taking one away. It just seems really weird to me. But anyways, right now I'm walking to Remington so we can do the Witch's Potion quest. So I'm going to skip ahead to when we get there. Alrighty, so here we are in Remington. It's just this house down in this corner here. And you just talk to Hetty. Greetings, traveler. What could you want with an old woman like me? I'm in search of a quest. Maybe I can think of something for you. Would you like to become more proficient in the dark arts? Yes, help me become one with my darker side. Okay, I'm going to make a potion to help bring out your darker self, so that you can perform acts of dark magic with greater ease. You will need certain ingredients. You will need an eye of newt, a rat's tail, an onion, and a piece of burnt meat. So let's go get that stuff. So the rat's tail is pretty simple to find. Usually you can get it in one of these houses around here. You just have to kill a rat. During this quest, I'm pretty sure any of these little rats will drop their tail when you kill them. And so you can just pick that up. And then to get the meat, we can just come over here towards Port Sarim, and we should run into a giant rat and we can kill one of these. But my combat stats suck, so this usually takes forever. Oh my god. Alright, so he's finally dead. That was a tanky rat. So yeah, once you have the meat, you can just go ahead and chop down a tree. This might take me a couple tries because of my level. There we go. And then you can light a fire. Of course, since this is classic, you actually have to drop the logs, like I said, to get the fire going. And then you can use the meat on the fire. And we burnt the meat. If you don't burn the meat, you can actually use it again on the fire, and I'm pretty sure it'll burn it again. If the fire doesn't work, use it on a cooking range, because I know that will work. And then you can have the burnt meat. Anyways, then you need the Eye of Newt, which you can come and get over here. Just in this shop right here, you can see one of the other witches. I think there's 3 witches. This is another one of them. Her name is Betty, obviously. And so you can just buy an Eye of Newt from her. I think this is the only way to get Eye of Newts. I could be Eyes of Newt. Eyes of Newts. I don't know. But I could be wrong. But I think that's the only way to get them, at least in free to play. But anyways, now all we need is that onion. So to get an onion, you're just going to want to walk to Lumbridge. So just come up to this path and just follow it along until you get to the windmill, which is when I will catch back up with you. Alright, so here we are. We've walked along that path. Here's the windmill right here. And you're just going to want to come down here to the back of Fred's farm, because there are some onions here. There might be other places to get onions, but this is the only place I'm aware of. You probably could look it up on the wiki, see if there's a closer one. But that's, like I said, that's the one I'm aware of. So that's the one I'm gonna grab. And then we have to just walk all the way back to Remington. Thankfully, it's not too far. A lot of these early free-to-play quests are generally pretty short until you get to Dragon Slayer, of course. That one's pretty long. One thing I would like to talk about, though, while we're walking back is the witch's dialogue. Hetty's dialogue while you're starting the quest. This quest came out in April of 2001, which, if you know anything about RuneScape history, is a couple months after RuneScape actually released. It released in January, and during that time, there were still 4 skills that aren't currently on the skill list. Well, 4 of them were some of the skills that aren't currently on the skill list. There was like a good and bad version of prayer and a good and bad version of magic, and my phone is ringing. Sorry, I got a phone call. Anyways, there was a good and bad version of both prayer and magic. It might have been called evil and good, I can never remember. But anyways, so this quest, although I'm not sure if it 100% is confirmed anywhere, except maybe in some people's memory, most likely would have rewarded the evil version of magic experience. And that's why she specifically talks about bringing out your like inner evil self or whatever she says. But then they rolled the skill into 1, and now there's just 1 magic and 1 prayer. Which honestly makes sense, because it would be kind of clunky to have 2 of the same skill, even if they are like split up. I mean, if you name them different, like if you name evil magic like necromancy, and like maybe you could name like evil prayer like curses or something, I don't know. But looks like I've talked all the way up back here. So you found the things for the potion. Yes, I have everything. Excellent. Can I have them? We give them to her. She puts them in the cauldron. She chants, "Okay, drink from the cauldron." And we drink. And we get power. And we're done. So we've upgraded some magic, a lot of magic levels, and we got a quest point. I do find it kind of amusing that quests like Witch's Potion, Sheep's Shearer, all the ones we've already done, Restless Ghost, they only give 1 quest point, but Romeo and Juliet, I don't know if you noticed, it gave 5. So I thought that was pretty interesting that you, I mean, I guess maybe it's because you get literally no other reward except the quest points, so they figured they wanted to give you a lot of them, or I don't know why that is. But anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Like I said earlier in the video, I just want to reiterate, I will be leaving links down to both the RSC Plus client and the Open RuneScape Classic website down in the description, so you can check out the source, you can check out the live servers, whatever you'd like. You can download the single player. I didn't really mention any of the features of the RSC Plus client other than what's obvious, like this stuff, this mouse over text. But if you click on this wrench right here, you'll get taken to a whole bunch of options, and there's also a world map if you click on the map, which is really cool. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.